But anyway, now we're with the cowherd boys, and they're wearing their apricot belts and bear fruit earrings, and apples on their top knots, mangoes on their top knots, malas of grapes. They string grapes together and make a mala. So they're very sweet cowherd boys. Walking fruit store. Each cowherd boy is a walking fruit store. That's a great idea. You're walking along, get hungry, you reach up, pull the mango off your top of your head. You're walking a little further, you pull a bear fruit from your ear. And you go a little further, and you just, as you walk along, you just nibble one grape on your necklace, one grape. Along with the cowherd boys and their own groups of calves, Krishna came out with an unlimited number of calves assembled. Then all the boys began to sport in the forest in a greatly playful spirit. Although the boys were decorated by their mothers with ornaments of kacha, gunja, pearls and gold, when they went to the forest they further decorated themselves. In some places, other books say they threw away all that stuff because they knew the Palinda women would come along and pick them up. Because the Palinda women were so enamored. The Palinda women are like the Abos, Aborigines or Adivasis. But they're beautiful because they're in love with Krishna. Their beauty is their prem. And that's the real beauty of anyone. If you have physical beauty, you can't gain Krishna. But if you have transcendental beauty of Krishna prem decorating your heart, then the beautiful effulgence of that prem will gain you Krishna. So the cowherd boys, they would throw away all these ornaments of gold and gunja and whatever they collected, their mothers draped on their body before they left for cowherding. Why? Because the Palinda women were so enamored and attracted to the cowherd boys that they would offer them so many wonderful things. They themselves would personally pick the fruits that they would use for their grape malas and apricot belts and bear earrings. Bear fruit. B-E-R. It wasn't like they put a bear on their ears. V-E-R is a little tiny fruit, native fruit of Vrindavan, very sweet, and they add in Krishna's Lila also. Very old, all very ancient fruit actually, Indian tree. Very healthy thing also, extremely healthy, long, vitamins, minerals, very healthy when they're ripe. Tasty too, nice, unique taste. A little lemony, it's like lemony apple, it's like, but sweet, not that tart, sour thing of an apple. It's like they're actually nice, like a sweet apple. So he would kind of reject these and throw them in the bushes and hang them on the trees, all these necklaces. So Palinda women would come along and pick them up as Mahaprasad, Gopa Prasad. And then in return, they would pick all these fruits, fresh fruits, and bring baskets of fruits to the cowherd boys. They would also make them flutes and pan pipes. Pan pipes is a little tiny pipe. It's like a kind of whistle thing. It's made of bamboo, little tiny skinny baby bamboos. And it's something like a harmonica. Ever see a harmonica put up your mouth? Ho, 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 ho. Hoo, 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 hoo. And you blow air through this harmonica. So the pan pipe it's a series of pipes. It's like a pipe. A pipe means a little tube. And one's like, the smallest one is about 1.5 inches, then 2, then 3 and 4 in a row. And where you blow it, they're all equal. It's like this, right? But then one's long, one's short, but it goes, one's like this, one's like this, like this, you see? A line like this. So the bottom line is different, right? So they hold it to their mouth and whoop, 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 whoop. So they love to play around with that. And so the Palinda women would custom. The boys, they're play. They're not busy crafting pan pipes and flutes. So the Palinda women would cut down the bamboo, dry it in the sun, or dry it over a slow cow dung fire so it becomes straight and becomes hard and gives a more mellow sound. It dries in the sun, it's okay, but not so nice. And dry it over a slow fire, turning it by hand slowly so all sides cook nicely. Then they would put bands around it and put holes in it and tune it all up. Then they would just hand the boys, they'd come and give free flutes, like people give gifts to children. They give food and drinks and sweets. So they give flutes, fresh fruits and flutes, fresh fruits and flutes, and pan pipes to toots. And this way, so the cowherd boys reciprocate because they're devotees, and devotees reciprocate with the loving expressions of other devotees. Tadati pratigrinati punkte bojayate jeva, bojate jeva. So they would throw away all this stuff, and then they would decorate themselves with green leaves, fruits. They would further decorate themselves. Decorate, didn't say eat, it says decorate. It says bushita. Bushita ap yabushana, bushayan. Kacha gunja mani swarna. Money, jewels, swarna, gold, gunja, kacha. They would throw that away. Bushita ap yabushayan. Bhushanam means ornament or decoration. So they would decorate themselves with fruits, like I was saying, apricot waist belt bands, apricot waist belts, and bear fruit earrings, and mangoes decorating their top knots, and malas of grapes. Haribo Nitai Gaur Haribo. And then they would collect green leaves and bunches of flowers and peacock feathers and soft minerals. Means like gairika. Gairika is what they call rock dye. It's a red rock. It's kind of reddish in color, and you rub it in water, and the water becomes red, and you dye your cloth and become it's called rock dye. Brahmacharis used to come into India and dye their cloths with gairika. And there's potassium permanganate, which is naturally purple, and calcium sulfate, which is blue. All these different minerals that are natural. And there's, of course, sulfur, which is yellow, and limestone, which is white. And so they get all kinds of wonderful things. And the Palinda women would also give them these rocks. If they have to go around and find these rocks, they would collect the rocks and powder them. Then they would just give the cowherd boys the powder, and cowherd boys would decorate their faces with sandalwood powder and black kasturi, sandalwood and kasturi and kumkum, red and brown and yellow. It was beautiful. So these were the gifts given by the Palinda women to the gopis also, and to the gopas, cowherd boys. Natural life, pastoral beauty.